How did you first meet your boyfriend, and what was your first interaction?
So we met at the gym after I finished a sprint set and I was filling up my water bottle.
What if I told you that your initial attraction to them was a lie?
What? Seriously?
Excitation transfer theory states that residual excitation from one stimulus will amplify the excitatory response to another stimulus, though the hedonic valence of the stimuli may differ. The excitation transfer process is not limited to a single emotion. Dolph Zillman theorized about this concept after years of studying human emotions and moods. Excitation transfer theory is based largely on Clark Hull's notion of residual excitation, i.e. drive theory, and Stanley Schachter's two-factor theory of emotion. Dolph Zillman began developing excitation transfer theory in the late 1960s, early 70s. Through the start of the 21st century, he continued to refine it. Zillman conducted a study where he had male participants rate the attractiveness of women in pictures as the control, and then he had other men who had just gotten off a roller coaster rate those same women. The study found that men rated women higher after riding a roller coaster rather than not. So what does this mean? After having an experience causing extreme emotions such as fear, anxiety, anger, and excitement, you are more likely to associate stronger or misconstrued feelings to a subsequent experience or encounter. Essentially, humans are ill-equipped to discern between different states of psychological arousal. Well, why is this? Some chemicals that are released during said feelings are endorphins, oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, adrenaline, and cortisol. The body also experiences other physiological changes. These chemicals dissipate over time and can have a lasting impact on individuals. Ever heard of an adrenaline rush? Hedonic valence is the described positivity or negativity of an emotion or feeling. For example, fear and anger will be negatively valenced, while joy and excitement will be positively valenced. The charges behind the feeling has no bearing on how they transfer to the next event. Anger can transfer to anxiety, excitement to romantic affection, fear to excitement, and so on. Other studies conducted by Zillman have shown that participants who were angered before watching the comedy routine found it to be significantly funnier than those who were not. The participants of another study who were aroused by physical exercise were quicker to anger after when provoked than those who were not. The fear a person experiences when first jumping out of the plane transfers the joy they feel when discussing a skydiving experience. Scary movies or frightening situations can enhance the feelings of affection one person has for another. The classic damsel in distress concept is another example of the theory. When Neytiri first encountered Jake Sully in the movie Avatar, he's killing an animal, which was against the ways of her people. She felt angry, disgusted, and guarded. However, shortly after the initial encounter, she vouched for him to be accepted by her people, which later turned into a romantic relationship. In short, stimuli, whether they be in real life, on a television, or on a movie screen, can elicit excitation transfers. Today, excitation transfer theory remains a key component of the theoretical framework of studies focusing on communication and emotion.